Content warning: violence, blood, horror, body horror. Back, punch, forward, punch, back, punch, forward, punch. There's such a clear rhythm present in Beat the Heartbreaker's combat, and that alone would have been enough to make this an enjoyable experience. But the game takes many turns that give a unique tone to what is essentially a brawler. So Beat the Heartbreaker is a small open-worldish brawler where you travel around several areas, fighting enemies, gaining and buying items, and progressing the plot through various actions. As said already, the combat is fantastic. Each enemy challenges one to position themselves to avoid damage, move in quick to deal damage, then dodge out to repeat the process. It paces the difficulty of these encounters effectively, starting one with enemies that could be defeated with just punches, then gradually introducing enemies with more aggressive AI. As one beats up enemies, the player will accumulate money, which they can spend on upgrades or keys to new areas all in the Uzu shop. Uzu is this being who only desires that you keep spending money. With his capitalist focus, as well as being in a shop that seems to be in a creepy void, Beat the Heartbreaker has an undercurrent of mystery. This feeling is not unfounded, since the further one gets into the game, that undercurrent becomes the main focus. The game shifts into horror at times, as revelations about characters and the world are uncovered. The methodical combat takes on a mind game at this point, where enemies begin to test one's skills to their utmost ability, requiring almost perfect precision. There's also a surprising amount of choice the player has in the plot, culminating in 4 different endings. How it implements these choices is by having them revolve around the mechanics of the game. In order to make meaningful changes to the story, Beat the Heartbreaker asks you to consider the knowledge you have of what is going on, and to then figure out how to apply the game mechanics to change the course of the story. It's a melding of mechanics and narrative that was refreshing to see. The brawler is a genre usually seen as straightforward to its detriment, with repetitive combat and lack of any interaction outside of their fighting controls. While I think that is a highly dismissive and ahistorical view of the genre, Beat the Heartbreaker defies any notion of this by adding layers of complexity that incorporate its combat, so its brawler aspects are strengthened rather than compensated for, showcasing how the genre still has some fight left in it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon or Ko-fi. Patreon is if you want to support me monthly, and Ko-fi is for one-time support. These videos wouldn't be possible without the generous support of my patrons and Ko-fis. Any amount helps this channel keep going. Anyways, here's my Twitter, my Instagram, my channel link if you want to subscribe, and some other videos I've made. Well, that's all I had to say. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you around.